Yes, indeed, that was Stephen Fry and Hugh Laurie. Superb stuff. We have to deal, I think, on Saturday Live with the real important issues of the day. The world seems to change without our being asked. We are never consulted. Scientists come up with things. They're introduced to the world. We're not asked. From Chernobyl to pot noodle, they just appear. We are not asked. Warm air hand dryers in public toilets. Were you asked? Did you get your referendum? Do you want the face of the British toilet to change forever? No, we weren't. I remember the old days. Them marvellous sort of long linen toilet roll things that used to sort of hang out of the metal boxes in the puddle of wee-wee, you know. Everyone trying to dry their hands on the very outside because that's the only bit that hasn't been scummed up, you know. Swinging on the bucket, trying to get the last quarter inch out. Great days. Suddenly, warm air hand dryers have appeared everywhere. We weren't asked, we weren't told what they were. Nobody knows what they are. Everyone goes, what's that then? What's that on the wall? I spent half an hour trying to get a Durex out of one. For your comfort, hygiene and convenience, we have installed warm air hand dryers. Convenience? It takes 5 hours to dry your hands. By the time you got your hands dry, you want a leak again. You get caught in an endless cycle, couldn't you? Drying your hands, having a leak, drying your hands, having a leak. You'd starve to death. Hygiene? For your hygiene, we have installed warm air hand dryers. Very nice. Hygiene. What is hygienic about them? You push the button, give it 5 seconds, think, sod that, and wipe your hands on your backside, don't you? You might as well hang a pair of jeans on the wall. They do the same thing, wouldn't it? Dry your hands on that. For your comfort and hygiene, we have hung a scummy old pair of jeans on the wall. Very nice. Warm air hand dryers stop chapping. Oh, thank you. They will stop your hands chapping. Well, isn't that a comfort, eh? Because my hands always used to chap when I used a paper towel. Didn't yours? Oh, yeah. I only used to have to walk past a roller towel and my hands would start chapping. I don't even know what chapping is. And now that we install warm air hand dryers, I probably never will either. The place changes. But there's no need to worry, because you can't dry your hands anymore, because there's no need, because you can't get them wet. Because in the public toilets, they've got these great new taps. They're marvellous. Because I remember the old days, the rotten old taps. You remember in the old days, they had sort of them turny things on them, didn't they? What a load of rubbish. Because when you turned it, the water came out. You know, rubbish, you need something better than that. And we got it, because now they've got buttons. Yeah, the taps have got buttons. And when you push the button, the water comes out. Isn't that marvellous? Unfortunately, when you take your hand off the button to wash it, the water stops. Marvellous, thank you, God. It's a sort of reflex test, isn't it? You've got to catch the water, yeah? Or push the button, nearly get it. They could turn it into an Olympic sport, couldn't they, eh? Oh, and the big Russian nearly got his fingernails wet there. Very nice indeed. So, the face of the toilet has changed, and I wish to complain about it. I must complain. The British bog is the worst in the world. I'm not blaming the people that clean them up. I'm not even blaming the management. I am blaming the phantom toilet trasher. Because when you push those buttons, you can only have 2 pressures. Only 2 pressures. And I say when you push them, because of course you can't push them with your finger, you have to use your head. You have to nut the button. What's some skull on it? Except, as I say, the pressure is very interestingly designed. You can either have a tiny, tiny little pressure that crawls to the end of the tap and sort of looks out at the end and thinks, oh, God, am I going to drop out or not? Oh, sorry, yes. And sort of wafts towards your hands evaporating. Or, if you apply 1 extra picojoule of energy with the downward thrust with the finger on the button, a flipping tidal wave shoots out the basin into your trousers. Hands bone dry, trousers sopping wet. Thank you. Which is when you discover what the warm air hand dryers are for. Dry the old trousers. Very nice. Very pleasant sensation, actually. I can't do the end of that set because it's been censored. You want to see it, you're going to have to come and see me live. But as I was saying, I was complaining about the state of the British toilet, and it is the phantom toilet wrecker who has messed it up. Somewhere in the audience there is a toilet wrecker. That person armed with his fag ends and his biro and his swathes of toilet paper to stuff down the pan and his multi-directional splatter bottom. Why is it? Why is it that the only usable cubicle in any public bog is the one where the lock's broken? All the other ones revolting. You wouldn't dream of going in them. They're all bunged up and unflushed. I mean, why do people not flush? I mean, it's not difficult. Some people don't flush in a public. I mean, why? It's not difficult. Is it give it a bit of a flush? Not too tough. Pull the chain, flush the toilet. Very easy. Some people don't. I mean, what sort of people are these? Walk in, have a go, there we go. Wallop on the water and flush it. Too much trouble. There we go. I suppose they should be grateful they bothered to take their trousers down. So you go in your one toilet, your one that's perfectly habitable or just about acceptable. Spend about half an hour trying to balance bits of toilet paper on the seat, you know how you do. Well, you do, don't you? Get on the curve, you know. You finally get 4 sheets sorted, try and sit down and the air movement caused by your bottom wafts them onto the floor. You sit down on cold porcelain and you think, I've now caught every disease known to people. I mean, they ought to give you a bit of blue tack, shouldn't they? Give you a bit of blue tack, stick the paper down. That'd be nice, you'd feel safe then, wouldn't you? Although it is, of course, not true. All those rumours, kiddies. Anyway, so, finally get set down. Of course, as I say, there is no lock. No, there is no lock. So, what are you going to have to do? Oh, marvellous. Going to have a sit with my foot jammed against the door. Lovely. Very relaxing. Very conducive to fabulous bowel movement. Fantastic. Sit down, jam my foot against the door. I was in one, the door opened outwards. Oh, no! So you sit there, leaning out, gripping onto the last little nail that's been left from the broken lock. Because even though when somebody opens the door it'll tear your fingernails off, you'd rather risk that and have everyone see you on the toilet. Because we're so uptight. And that's why, if anyone's out there thinking, oh no, this is a bit rude now, going on about toilets, it's about liberation. We're all so uptight in the toilet, aren't we? I mean, I don't know about you, but I can't stand people hearing my noises. I hate it. You're in there, there's no reason, but I'm sitting there, there's somebody out, I'm thinking he's listening, that basket is listening. I'm clenching up, I'm waiting till he's gone, I'm going to wait. Why is it that the partitions only go 6 inches from the floor? What's that about? It wouldn't cost much, an extra bit of formica, would it? Another 6 inches, a small economy. What's it for? I think it's for pervy ankle fetishists. Nice pair of socks under there. So, you sit down and there you go. Them lights on trains. And the toilets in trains, why do they have to light? Have a light that says engaged. In our house, we sing or clear our throats. We don't need a light show that says someone is in the toilet. I mean, you go in there, it doesn't react to you. You turn the lock, you think there's in there more than 2 minutes, you think there's rows of people going, that light's been on a long time, hasn't it? So, if anyone's thinking of saying, well, I like the stuff about Chernobyl and all the politics and everything, I didn't think it was necessary to do lavatory stuff. Just remember how uptight we all are. Remember, next time you're in a public, gently placing a sheet of water on the sheet of paper on the surface of the water to deaden the fall. Bit of a slip of the tongue there, bit of liberation comedy. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. No, it wasn't. There's a few letters tonight. We want to welcome back. We want to welcome. If that set seemed a little mixed up, it was cut the ribbons before I came on stage. Thank you to the lawyer.